amazing, by the way.
Thanks.
I mean, let's start with, I think we need to go back a little bit. 2014, what for you, at the top of your head now, stood out?
Sure. I suppose the Rise and Fall of Apartheid exhibition that Akwi Onweza and Rory Bester put on. It was extraordinary to see all of those images. I mean, we were familiar with them in books and, reproductions, but to actually see it all together and to think of our history in a different way. I think that he made us think about our past, how we mobilized, and actually the role that photography played in resistance.
And it was massive. It was a massive exhibition.
It was. It was an extraordinary exhibition. So that definitely stood out for me. And I think that also some of the kind of quieter works as well that I think didn't get noticed. I guess also I think that art that is often sort of controversial gets noticed. But there are actually a lot of artists in the background who just slowly developing their practice. We overlook them sometimes.
All right, 2015, I think the biggest thing that we can't even ignore is the National Arts Festival. And towards the end of last year, we had the announcement of the winners. What are you looking forward to the most with the Standard Bank Young Artists and the National Arts Festival?
Well, I've always had a weakness for the performance art category. And I've actually just recently been in Cape Town and spent some time with Ati Patraruga, who's the winner in that category. And he is running around Cape Town, getting his body in.
Like he always does.
Yes, so he is going to be resurrecting one of his characters called Beirut. So how that performance is going to play out, I'm dying to know. And I suppose the first two highlights for me are going to be the Dance Umbrella that is coming up end of February now. Some great new works by Mamela Nyamza, Nelisiwe Taba, Selo Pesa. And almost at the same time as the Cape Town Art Fair, which I'm going to travel to again this year. And I'm not sure what to expect, but they've got there's another smaller fair that's now opening at the same time.
I think it's that art fair or something.
That art fair, yes. So 2 art fairs. And the scene in Cape Town's really expanding. The art scene is vibrant. The Smack Gallery's got a new space. Brundine, also massive space. I think in Joburg, what people should definitely go and see is Penny Siopis's retrospective, which has just been showing at Aziko.
What is Aziko? Yes,
is coming up to the Wits Art Museum. And I got a chance to see that in Cape Town, and it is an extraordinary show.
I have a soft spot for Penny. I think Penny, there's something about Penny, and she's been in the industry this long, but somehow she manages to come back and give us something fresh.
Yeah, it's an interesting show because it obviously is a retrospective. We see her work from when she started with these so-called cake paintings, where she used sort of icing gadgets to actually paint. And then it goes to her history painting, and then it moves on to her painting around the Pinky Pinky series. And what's interesting, seeing the whole show together, is you realize that she's actually a very strong feminist artist, but also her work is concerned about femicide, attacks on the female body. And I think it's quite a chilling show. I'll tell you, it's disturbing. It is disturbing. But it's beautiful at the same time, but also I think it raises a kind of a long-standing issue in our society about femicide. So I think that's one that nobody should miss.
All right, Mary, time seems to just run away when we're just about getting into everything. But thank you so much for talking to us. Mary Corrigall is an art critic, editor, and art historian, helping us preview the year ahead in the art sector. There's so much more that we could be talking about, but time is not on our side. So let's take a break. We'll give you sports news after this. Stay with us.